Namo Namaha. On the occasion of Pongal or Makara Sankranti, the Aditya Hrudayam is chanted as a prayer of gratitude to the sun. In this video, I will be discussing the meaning of each verse of Aditya Hrudayam. I have already posted a complete chanting of the verses 2 years ago. I will leave the link to that video in the description. In this video, I will be explaining the meaning of each verse and also the concept of Aditya Hrudayam. Aditya Hrudayam is found in the Ramayanam in the 107th chapter of the Yuddha Kanda. There are totally 31 verses in the Aditya Hrudayam Stotram. Before I tell about the context in which this stotram was told, let us first see the meaning of the word Aditya Hrudayam. Why is this stotram named Aditya Hrudayam? And in the process of understanding the meaning of the title Aditya Hrudayam, we shall see the 3 different levels of looking at the sun. Very simple surface level meaning of the title Aditya Hrudayam is Adityasya Hrudayam, meaning the heart of the sun. Hrudayam means heart, but that is not the only meaning for Hrudayam. Hrudayam also means true knowledge or science. So Aditya Hrudayam means knowledge or science of the sun. Here we are looking at the sthula aspect of the sun. That is, we are considering only the gross aspect. The gross aspect is just what we see through our senses. So here we see the sun as a mass of hot ball which provides us light and warmth, and in fact life sustains on earth because of this sun. Aditya Hrudayam Stotram discusses the various physical properties of the sun also. If we go to the subtler level, we don't just see the sun as a hot ball which provides light, but we see it as the divine, the manifestation of God Himself. We can look at the sun as a form of the divine God who is nourishing His children on earth through this form of sun. In fact, sun is considered to be the most visible gods of all the gods. And if we go further deep, we can look at the sun as a representation of the inner light, the Brahman, which is in my heart, that is the core of my being. The Bhushana commentary of Govindaraja also gives this interpretation for the word Aditya Hrudayam. It says, Aditya Shabdena Tan Mandalam Uchyate, meaning the word Aditya indicates the zone or in this case the whole body. Then he quotes a line from the Chandogyopanishad to further testify his statement. He quotes, Ya eshaha antaraditye hiranmayaha purushaha drishyate iti atra aditya shabdavat. The meaning of this phrase from Chandogyopanishad is, the Purusha, meaning the Atman, that one thing which is not changing in me, this Purusha who is Hiranmayaha, that is who is very bright, Drishyate is seen. Where is he seen? Antaraditye, in the inner zone or in the inner body. Iti atra aditya shabdavat. He says in this Veda Vakya, a statement from the Vedas, Aditya is used in terms of the inner zone. So we can take that meaning. Then Bhushana commentary further says, Tasya Hrudayam, his Hrudayam. He elaborates on the meaning of Hrudayam like this. Antaha tan mandala madhyavarti purushaha. We saw that Aditya refers to the inner zone. Hrudayam, he says, is tan mandala madhyavarti purushaha. The Purusha, also called the Atman, who resides in that inner zone. So Aditya Hrudayam also refers to the light within all of us. In fact, it is considered the light of all lights, so bright that even many suns cannot match. If you want to know how this light is explained in some of the important Sanskrit texts, then please check this video. You can also find the link to this in the description. To summarize, we can look at sun from 3 different levels. At the basic level, we consider sun as a mass of fire that is helping in sustaining the earth. Then we can look at it as the manifestation of the divine God. And finally, we can look at it as a representation of the brightest of all lights that is present within each one of us. Yadyad Brahmande Tattat Pindande. Whatever is outside is also inside. So if there is a sun outside, then it is also there inside. So we can look at sun as a representation of our inner light. Interestingly, in Jyotish Shastra, sun is called Atmakaraka. That is, the position of the sun in the chart signifies the soul's purpose. I will quickly tell you the context in which Aditya Hrudayam was revealed. In the Ramayanam, there was a fierce battle between Rama and Ravana. It was so fierce that we cannot compare it with any other battle. There is a popular saying in Sanskrit which says, Rama Ravanayor Yuddham, Rama Ravanayor Iva, which means the battle of Rama and Ravana was like the battle of Rama and Ravana. It means to say that it was like no other battle. We cannot find any other comparison. Ravana faces Rama once initially, but then he goes back and sends his army chiefs to the battlefield. His brother Kumbhakarna was also one of the army chiefs. After the death of Kumbhakarna, Ravana decides to enter the battlefield. This is the whole context, and during this fierce battle, at some point Rama is exhausted and worried. At this time, Agastya Muni comes there and guides Rama. This is the context. If you notice, in Mahabharatam, Bhagavad Gita was told by Krishna in the battlefield, and in Ramayanam, Aditya Hrudayam was told to Rama in the battlefield. The battlefield represents this life where we face many battles, many challenges. We also have enemies, both internal and external. So by saying these important works in the battlefield, they are giving a message that you too can use these aids during the battles that you face in life. Our battles are our challenges and challenging life situations. Now let us get into the stotram part. The first shloka is Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam ravanam chagrato drishtva yuddhaya samupasthitam. The first shloka gives us the context in which the Aditya Hrudayam was recited in the Ramayanam. Drishtva means having seen. Who is the seer here? The seer is Agastya Muni. It is not mentioned in this shloka because this shloka continues into the next one. Having seen whom? Having seen Rama. That is also not mentioned in this shloka, but it comes in the next. We have to take up verse 1 and 2 together to get the complete meaning. In this verse, the condition in which Rama was standing in the battlefield is revealed. That is, it says, what kind of Rama did Agastya Muni see? Yuddha parishrantam Ramam, meaning he saw Rama who was exhausted due to the battle. Please note that the word Ramam is not in this verse, but I have taken it from the next verse. As I said before, only if we take these two verses together, we will be able to get the correct meaning. Then, Samare Chintaya Sthitam Ramam. Agastya Muni saw Rama who was standing worriedly in the battlefield. Samara means battle in Sanskritam and Samare means in the battle. Chintaya means worriedly. Yuddhaya samupasthitam Ravanam cha agrataha drishtva. Also Agastya Muni saw Ravana in front of Rama who was also present for the battle. After seeing all this, what happened is continued in the next shloka. Daivateshcha samagamya drashtumabhyagatoranam upagamya bravidramam agastyo bhagavan rishihi. Bhagavan rishihi Agastyaha, the sage Agastya, Daivateshcha samagamya, having come there along with the Devatas, Ranam drashtum abhyagataha, to see the battlefield he came. Then Upagamya, having come closer, Abravid Ramam, he told Rama. What did he tell Rama? That we will know from the following shlokas. Rama Rama Mahabaho Shrunuguhyam Sanatanam Yena Sarvanarin Vatsa Samare Vijayishyasi. Here Agastya Rishi addresses Rama as Mahabaho, meaning one with mighty arms. He also addresses Rama as Vatsa. It is a very loving way of addressing someone as his son. Then Rishi Agastya says, Shrunuguhyam Sanatanam, meaning listen to the secret which is Sanatanam. Sanatanam means one that always exists. So what Agastya Muni is going to say, that is the Aditya Hrudayam, is not something that was made up by him, but it always existed. Further, Rishi Agastya says, Yena sarvan areen samare vijayishyasi. With this secret, you can win over all your enemies in the battlefield. Here again we must understand that with this Aditya Hrudayam we will be able to overcome our battles and enemies in our life. Enemies can be internal and external. Internal enemies are anger, jealousy, greed, etc. And external enemies are the various obstacles that we face in life. Aditya Hrudayam Punyam Sarvashatru Vinashanam Jayavaham Japen Nityam Akshayam Paramam Shivam. Here Agastya Rishi says Aditya Hrudayam Punyam, meaning this Aditya Hrudayam Stotram is very auspicious. Sarvashatru Vinashanam means it helps destroy all enemies. As I said before, enemies can be internal and external. Internal enemies are called Arishad Varga, which are Kama, lust or desire, which is out of balance. Krodha, anger. Lobha, greed. Mada, arrogance. Moha, blind attachment. And Matsarya, jealousy. And external enemies are the various obstacles that we face in life. So Agastya Muni says that Aditya Hrudayam helps in destroying all these enemies. Then he says Jayavaham Japen Nityam, meaning we will be victorious if we recite this regularly. And further he says this stotram is Akshayam Paramam Shivam. Akshayam means it will never diminish, and Paramam Shivam, it is always auspicious. Usually for all the stotras, the Phalashruti, that is the benefits of reciting the stotra, will be given at the end. But in Aditya Hrudayam it is given at the beginning. Sarva Mangala Mangalyam Sarva Papa Pranashanam Chinta Shoka Prashamanam Ayurvardhanam Uttamam. Then Agastya Rishi continues to tell the benefits of reciting this Aditya Hrudayam stotram. He says it is Sarva Mangala Mangalyam, meaning it is the bestower of all auspicious things. Sarva Papa Pranashanam, meaning it destroys all the sins, which is to say it destroys all negative vibrations. Chintashoka Prashamanam means it pacifies all the worry and sorrow. Ayurvardhanam Uttama, meaning it helps in increasing the longevity. We all know how important sunlight is for our health. Getting exposed to sunlight is extremely essential for our physical and mental health. So when we pray to sun, when we face him and stand, we obviously get the sunlight. Rashmimantam samudyantam devasura namaskritam pujayasva vivasvantam bhaskaram bhuvaneshwaram. Then Agastya Muni tells Rama, Rashmimantam samudyantam devasura namaskritam vivasvantam bhaskaram bhuvaneshwaram pujayasva, meaning you worship the sun. All the other words apart from pujayasva are the various adjectives for the sun. Let us look at the meaning of each one of them. Rashmimantam, meaning the one who has rays, the sun rays. Sun possesses so many rays. In Sanskrit, Rashmi means ray. So another name for sun is Rashmiman. If we take the deeper meaning, it refers to the Atman. The other way of looking at the word Rashmimantam is Panchendriya Dwara Aneka Jnana Rashmimantam, meaning the one who has so many rays of knowledge which he gets through the 5 sense organs. It is said that the Atman, the soul, can experience this world only through the 5 sense organs. They are called Pancha Jnanendriyas. Samudyantam is Samyak Udyantam, meaning one who rises fully. Another way of seeing this word is Nitya Udita Dashavantam, one who is always in a risen state. This applies to both the outer and the inner sun. Though we feel that the sun rises and sets, we all know that in actuality sun neither rises nor sets. It is always there. Similarly, this Atman, the sun within us, neither sleeps nor wakes up. It is always there as it is. Devasura Namaskritam means one who is bowed down to by the Devas and the Asuras. Devas are those who have a dominant Sattva guna and Asuras are those who have dominant Tamo guna. Both Asuras and Devas have all the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, but in Devas Sattva guna is dominant and in Asuras Tamo guna is dominant. These are the two extremes of the spectrum. Even in our current world, we have both these categories of people and also everything in between. And no matter what kind of a person someone is, sun is essential for his survival. So sun is bowed down to by Devas and Asuras. And the inner sun is also the same in everyone. Vivaswantam. The word here is actually Vivaswan, which means one who is very bright. Of course, sun is very bright, and so another name for him is Vivaswan. Same applies to the inner light too. And Bhaskaraha is sun and is a popular male name in India. Why is sun called Bhaskaraha? Bhaskaraha is nothing but Bhaha Karoti iti Bhaskaraha. Bhaha means light. So one who generates light is Bhaskaraha. If you have seen my video about the light of all lights, I had discussed a mantra from the Upanishads, Natatra Suryo Bhati. In that there comes a line which says, Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati, meaning because of the inner light, everything else shines. So this word Bhaskara refers to the Atman too. Bhuvaneshwaram. Bhuvaneshwaraha means the Lord of the earth. Sun is the one who rules this earth by giving light and rain. So Agastya Muni is telling Rama to worship sun who possesses rays, who rises fully, who is worshipped by Devas and Asuras, who is bright, who generates light, and one who rules this earth. I will be taking up the next shlokas in the next video, so stay tuned. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please do subscribe. You will get notified when I add the next video, and also it will help me in growing this channel. Also, if you liked this video, please do not forget to like it, and also